record there. But really for me, it's, real quick, just almost huddle here. What are you doing today to create momentum, and what's your goal? And feel free to jump off in any order. I know we got some full-time on there and some people that are, I see outside. It's awesome. If you want to jump on the camera, you can, but real quick, just jumping off.
Can you record, Aaron?
Yeah, it's recording. We got it recording.
Great. And here's my dog Ivy also outside with me. Here's what I'm doing. I'm communicating to all our historic alumni this weekend, everyone who's been in college pro. And I've been hesitant to make any comments on LinkedIn about how awesome you guys are, but you're going to see that happening too. And I'm going to be sending a note out. Hopefully Austin is on this call this morning, but I'm going to be sending a note to everyone I know in my neighborhood. It's probably 400 strong. And just saying support local entrepreneurs. And this is what College Pro is continuing to do. And let me know. And if, I may offer a little special deal if they let me know. So I'm going to be marketing for the big picture and the small picture today as well. So
awesome. Cool. I'd love to hear what other people are thinking and what other people are planning on doing today to create momentum. Feel free to jump off mute, share what you're thinking and where you're at, what you're doing.
Yeah, sure, I'll go. So today I'm working on getting my team together to start cold calling next week. I've already actually recruited 2 cold callers this morning from a Facebook post that I put up on my personal Facebook page, asking my friends if they know of anyone that their summer job opportunities have fallen through, or if someone's looking to make some extra cash throughout the next few weeks. And I apologize, my dog's barking, but yeah, so I'm looking to create my marketing team this morning and spending the rest of my day calling through my estimates that I didn't land last year and hoping to book a lot of jobs through that. And I have a lot of follow-ups today as well. So
awesome.
I've got big goals for today. And yeah, I'm just really looking to create my marketing team starting next week.
Cool. Past estimates is an awesome opportunity, especially this time of the year. It's a very different call in February, than it is here beginning of May. So that's an awesome idea, Emma.
I don't know about anyone else, but it's snowing pretty bad here today.
Yeah, it's it literally looks like December 9th out my window right now. We didn't get 5 centimeters overnight, but we got almost that much this morning. So
it's crazy.
It just means not as many people will be out knocking on doors today.
Exactly.
Opportunity. Who else wants to jump off? Who else wants to share just what they're doing today to create some momentum and what you're working on this morning?
Yeah, I'll go. Oh, my bad. You can go. Go for it.
Okay, so today I have been doing cold calling throughout the week. So this is going to be my 4th time this week because I told my Bailey, my coach, that I'm not doing as well in my PC calling. So I felt like cold calling was like the way to go for me. And so far, so good. I have like 7 customers already. So that's awesome. Mm-hmm. Yesterday was so cold and I just gave up. But then the last customer I had booked in, so I was excited. So I feel like, my goal today is to go, because my turf is kind of far away from where I live, so I have to drive 30 minutes, which is not bad, but I'm going with my friend. I made her my marketer. Me and her are going together to cold call and hopefully get as much people as possible this day. But yeah, just hopefully don't give up. It's good. It's really cold out there, it's very cold, especially when you're there for 2 hours. All the rookies, it's gonna work out. I hope everyone just stays warm.
Yeah, I think that's a big thing on just being prepared, right? We talk about that. It's almost like back to TSA. We talked about being, so just as a note, it's in the summer you got to have enough water to be able to stay out when it's chilly out right now. And on a cold day, I've never heard somebody say gosh, I really wish I didn't have that extra sweater with me. So, bring in an extra sweater, bring an extra pair of gloves, taking a car break. For me, I used to always set a goal of okay, if I get 3 estimates, I can jump in the car for 15 minutes and warm up. So it's gave myself a bit of that, but make sure you have some extra clothes and an extra pair of socks. Never hurt. No one said, I've never heard anyone God, it's so cold out here. I really wish I didn't have that extra sweater or those extra pairs of socks. So awesome. Dylan, I think you were just going to jump in.
Yeah, today I'm just right now I'm going through and organizing my my setup for my storage here at my grandma's house. And then I got to go pick up my last 2 set of ladders from Rona, and then after that I'm going to be making some PC calls and hopefully finish off kind of most of my PC list. That way I can just focus on my external going forward and kind of just finish that up.
How's how you doing on that 10K goal? Still trajectory there?
Still on there. It's the PC list is getting a little bit tough, but we're trying. We're trying, man. So 2K today, 2K tomorrow, and then I got it. But
all right,
it's getting tougher.
love it, love it.
Yeah.
So we have PC calling, we have cold calling, building marketing team, and getting back to old estimates. What are some other things that people are going to be doing today? I know there's a lot of people trying to make progress.
Yeah, I'll actually jump in. Yeah, I'm starting to book some customers today. So I'm actually going to be training my 2 techs to do calling with me today as well. And they're going to help me out with calling so that I can get 3 times the productivity done in the same amount of time. And I got a lot of PCs left to rip through, so I gotta get on that and prioritize that. So I'm going to get some help and do that throughout the day and the weekend here.
Love the theme just in general of extra people, right? Like I think that's such a huge part of it. You know, is the more human resources, if you will, but that's just a big piece of being able to get a team together. If you can effectively use that team again. Hillary, you said you had your team going.
This isn't quite snow that's coming down on me.
I was just going to say, Tony.
It's sort of a haily, snowy mixture. Just interesting. It's just, I love hearing all the stories. Happy to stay out here as long as it takes.
Feels appropriate for the way it just feels like 2020, doesn't it? It's not gonna. One, it's weird, and we've been saying the environment has been weird, but it's also not going to stop us, right? Like I think that's a pretty.
Oh no, I am so happy in a way that everything is unfolding as it should, because we're going to knock it out of the park. And it's just and we're cold calling on the coldest, I think, May 9th that we've had maybe a decade or two.
Yep.
So it's all unfolding probably as it should. Anyway, I don't know quite what it is, but it's falling.
Anyone else? So we have some bunch of PC calling. I think again, being able to get people together. Other things that people are doing today.
I can jump in quick.
Yeah, right.
So painting leads have been working decently for me. I've been doing a bit of that, and I've gotten a few estimates out of those. So I'll most likely continue with the painting leads today, but I'm also taking a drive to Toronto and looking at hopefully a few vehicles to pick for my production vehicle. I got one in mind, and I'm most likely going to go with that one. So I'm pretty excited to get that going and get all that ready.
Awesome. And shoot me a text, or Ryan will get my date set in for my.
Sure.
I think we're supposed to be ending May right now. We might push it back a couple weeks though.
All right. I'll text you afterward.
I am still on that short list though for you. So if you're up this way and you need to fill a gap, you can come by anytime.
Awesome.
Who else? Anyone else want to share what they're working on today? Build some momentum.
Yeah, I can go. Drew and I are doing some production vehicle things as well. So we got to install a battery on my production vehicle, get a tire. Then Drew's getting his car today. And then we're going to hopefully do some marketing after that. And then I want to set up some interviews for marketers and callers for this coming week. So.
Gotcha. I think that production vehicle stuff has to happen, obviously. And the one thing I'd say when you've got, for everybody that's got other things that you've got to get done, it doesn't mean they're not a priority, but I would really encourage you to think about like when, right? Like if a business, like if you got to go to a business and it's between 9 and 5, like you've got specific amounts of time. But an example, when I say that, I mean, it's probably gonna be tougher to cold call at 7 p.m. tonight, right? Or call PCs at 7 p.m. tonight. But if there's something that you were planning on doing that you can shift to 7 p.m., and shift the time blocks. So basically those block schedules, just shifting that around could be huge. So for example, installing battery and tire, maybe you can do that tonight at 7 p.m. And instead of taking up an hour and a half or 2 hours, I'm not mechanical. I have no idea how long it takes. Maybe it takes 4 minutes. But like the concept of, being able to like shift the things out of the prime time and put the things where, that put your time in the areas where they're going to get the most results. That's leverage to a point, being able to get that out. Right. So if you can, take that hour, shift it to an unproductive marketing time and shift your marketing time to noon today instead of doing some of the vehicle stuff. Again, you'll get everything done you need to get done, but more out of the time. This is a concept across.
Oh yeah, they just close at 12, so we got to get there before 12.
You got to get there. Just in general, right? But for everybody, so not just for you, Jesse, but I think in general, right? When you think about that, often it's like, you know what, I'm going to organize my desk, and I don't mean that. I'm like, great, do that at 8 p.m. Right? Just get through what you need to get through. Anyone else want to jump on? Share what they're planning on doing, what they're working on today, making sure you can get done?
I can jump in there. I don't know. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
we
got you, James.
I'm in my car. So I'm driving to, we're doing senior service training with Quinn, like at 11.
Yep.
But I knew, because I don't usually go to Ottawa that often, but I figured why not do some estimates that are out this way on my way in the morning. So I did 2 estimates around 9, and then I'm just checking on my way to Castleman, I guess. And then I set up a bunch of estimates on my way home so I can try and be productive and get that. And then once I get home tonight, I'm going to do all my follow-up calls and try and book some more PCs.
Beautiful. So it's using your time, thinking about it ahead. And Jamie, are those estimates that you set up a lot from the Facebook? You were saying yesterday that Quinn had pushed you to get some of those estimates done for the leads that had come in. Are those the leads from Facebook ads that you had, or are they new leads?
Yes. So I basically keep getting new leads every day from it. Basically, I made that post, I think it was last Monday, and I've reached like probably around 14,000 people on it. I got like almost 50 shares. So a bunch of like random people have just been basically calling me all of a sudden throughout the day. This past week, I've probably done close to 20, maybe 25 estimates. And then I still have a bunch left for today and tomorrow. And like, they'll just be like other messages on Facebook, or like random people will just call me, or I really like that point that you made before about the 7 points of brand contact. So once someone sees the brand 7 times, they're more inclined to book an estimate or try and get the work done. So I feel like that was really good, along with some referrals. And yeah, it's been good. I think I should do over 30 estimates this week, just based off that one post.
Great. That's awesome. I mean, I think that's a huge thing for everyone to know, right? Like that Facebook, it's so powerful, right? I know was that a week ago? Was last weekend? Gosh, feels like a month ago.
Jamie, I wish that all the other Clear Summit Group brands were listening to that right now.
Mm-hmm.
Because like, it would make my life so much easier.
Yeah.
Do you mind if I?
Sorry, go ahead. Or
I was just gonna say, do you mind if I jump back in, Aaron?
Of course.
I was just gonna say, yeah, I'm actually just working through the video with Ian right now, and my goal is to have my first Facebook post up by 11 or 11:30, and then start calling afterwards. But yeah, I haven't had too much success with Facebook yet, so that's my goal for this weekend.
Another thing on that too, Emma, I don't know if you've seen in the Facebook group that Clairstead made, but like, I don't know, just from doing like the Facebook last year and this year, the ultimate times to make a post, especially on like the weekends, are like 11 o'clock. So if you can get one in around like 10, 11, that'd be like ideal. I don't know why. It's just like, it works really well for like, yeah. I don't know. I don't want to say we target the soccer mom group, but like that group, when they're drinking their coffee in the morning, is usually between 10 and 11, or like, I don't know. It just seems to go a lot better around those times.
That's a great analogy, Jamie. I love it.
No worries.
Awesome. Well, it's a good thing both of you threw your name in there for the Social Selling Leadership Squad. So I think that's going to be awesome. That's something that's on my, so again, things that I'll be doing in general is being part of these at 10 a.m. local. So for those that may have missed the 10 a.m. local here in Eastern time, they can join the Central time. But I think that, again, getting that group together is going to be really important as a whole, and getting that group kind of functioning, right? So to be able to support some of those things out, I think I agree, Tony. Like, you would know the Clear Summit group. I also brands. I also think the entire business, right? Like our business, everybody within our business. I think we have a big ability to get more people with successful ads and be able to be, while you're actually cold calling, have this as an and to be able to get more leads and work through some of those things too. So it's awesome. So again, tons of different topics. Go ahead, Jamie.
Sorry, I was gonna say too, like, just one thing on like I know that people are spending money on ads on Facebook, but like once you get established too, it's kind of like an investment. So once you build your page up and you're getting more views, and you get more likes and followers on your page, as that happens, like as you reach more like organic views throughout your time with your page, Facebook will actually send you credits. So I can actually boost my posts for free. So I hadn't boosted a post yet this year, but Facebook gave me an extra $10 credit that I could just put towards boosting my post. And I made them like targeted ads to specific age groups and demographics. So like, I don't know, like it's an investment, I think, with Facebook. Like, you put in the time now and you'll see the results like slowly, but then like all of a sudden you'll have a good following and people are just gonna be that much more interested. I saved a lot of time PC calling this year at the start of the season because I just made a Facebook post and all my PCs saw it and were like, book us in. So I don't know. That's the way that I kind of look at it too.
For sure. I think everything that you do is, again, I completely agree with you. And I'd add, like, everything you do is an investment, right? Like, I know it's when you go out and you drop a ton of flyers, they've seen the brand, there's an investment. You do a sign blitz, you get signs out. It's all of these different things kind of work together. So I think it's awesome that you've got that much stuff going on and everybody's got a bunch of different things that they're working on and doing today. So awesome, Jamie. Thanks for sharing. Others? What are other people trying? Is there anybody that is trying to solve a problem or is trying to figure something out? You've got 20 plus people right now that can give you some input. If there's anybody that's like, how would I can't get a cold caller. I'm working on this thing. I can't figure this thing out. Is there anybody that wants to get some quick input from a group of 20 plus people that are working on the exact same thing as you?
I have a quick question. Just for Jamie, like what kind of posts typically are you making in the morning, like around this? You said you post around like 11. What do those typically like include?
So like ideally I would say, if you look at the last post I made, I got a flyer done and it has like all the information like about the business on the flyer. So like ideally every single post that you'd ever make should have at least one picture in it. It's been like proven that pictures within a post are like what makes it like successful and makes it travel that much further. So like, I don't know if you guys look at my Facebook page, you'll notice that I don't post that often, but like what I'm posting, I'm generally like sharing into those different groups. And I think it's just like a good like mixture of different things, like making sure that you're kind of telling a little bit of your story in the post, like what you're up to, because customers are usually really invested in what you're doing. And then just something like, I don't know, like something interesting, like maybe about your business. With that picture, it really helps, I find.
Cool, thank you.
I have a question too. This is for Jamie again. Do you have any like specific techniques you use to actually get them to follow your page and not just like the photo?
Yeah, for sure. So last year I did a couple discount deals kind of at the start. Like I gave like a time, like a very like strict timeline for when the deals were offered, like saying like the page and share this post. It worked out really well. I was also talking to another business from my area, and she said that I should do some kind of giveaway, like whether it was like a discount or like a free exterior window cleaning or something like that, with the same kind of contest idea. But yeah, that's kind of like what I did. I don't know if it would be the same for everybody, but it works decently well.
Have you ever lost any money to Michael Jordan, Kendall, that you're willing to admit?
What do you guys, I mean, that's fantastic, right? I think again, the questions that are coming out and being able to get stuff followed is really important. Anybody else have questions for the group? But again, I think it's one of the most powerful thing that people have, that we have here.
Yeah, I have a question as well for cold calling.
Yep.
So when you're going and knocking on doors, do you guys recommend wearing masks or not? I just question if it looks a little bit maybe sketchy or covering your face. It's like compared to the comfortability level of them seeing that you're wearing a mask.
Yeah, I'm
I
pretty.
don't know if anybody can answer that, but
If it was me, I wouldn't be. I mean, again, it's probably, I don't know how direct which way to put it, but for me, I wouldn't be like as long as you and everybody there that's confirmed healthy. Like again, the mask is to protect the other people from the spread, if there is something. So if you're confident and you've been following proper protocols, I think you're fine. I wouldn't be wearing a mask. I saw Sam. I completely agree. I'd be wearing gloves. So I think gloves is a good thing.
I'll always have a mask. My recommendation would be not. I mean, I don't know if you've been in a liquor store or grocery store lately. It's about 20% of the people are wearing masks, and and about 50% of the people wearing gloves. So, and that's probably the highest contact place.
I guess I've been producing for the past week, and I've even been getting feedback from customers. And every house that I go to, I ask if the customer would prefer if we wear masks or not. And the general population of people are just asking, like, if you're not infected by the virus, then there's no really need to wear a mask. So, yeah, I would take one, but I don't think it's necessary to wear them.
It's a great question, right? Again, I think it's this thing that we're all learning together a little bit too. So
I love in that last comment, I love the customer centricity.
Yep.
What do you want? How can we help? We want to lower the stress on you. Tell us what you need and we will do exactly that. That's what a customer needs to know. They don't want you to be on creating extra problems for them right now. You are a problem solver. So I love that approach.
Thanks, Tony.
Any other questions, things that people are thinking about before we get out and start building some of that marketing momentum?
Yeah, I guess if anyone wants to use my Facebook post that I put up looking for cold callers, I've gotten 2 more since I mentioned it before, and Jesse's already reached out to see if he could use it. So if anyone wants to use that on any of their social media platforms, I highly suggest it. I also posted it on my Instagram as well in a different format. So
awesome.
Another thing to add to that too, we were just talking about this like earlier on in the week, Emma, about the Facebook page app. It's like super beneficial. Like if anybody like does all their Facebook stuff through their phone, or just like having it mobile, there's like a Facebook page app. It's free and it shows you all the stats of how your page is doing. So that's also like just something that if anybody is doing that, it's beneficial to have.
Cool. Again, I think that the power of the group is the biggest power that we have, right? So I think again, as we to build the social selling like leadership group, like we'll put a lot of this stuff in one spot for people. I think it's awesome. Anything else, people? Questions, things you wanted to go through or get feedback from the group on before we get out there and start making some progress? Sounds good. So again, use the WhatsApp group. I'd love to see. I'll be doing these all across the country in different time zones. I'd love to see like the success stories. I'd love to see pictures. I'd love to actually be out there with you, being honest, side by side. But pictures make me feel maybe a little bit like I am there.
Can you guys see my fire? Can you see my fire?
Yeah.
So that's what I've been doing quietly. Is I've been getting my summer fire going back here. So
there you go. Well, again, I'd love to see the progress people have going. Make sure you're sharing not just what what you're getting for results, but how you're getting the results. And yeah, have a fantastic day, everybody. Great to see a lot of people on here this morning. Hopefully it was valuable for people to see what others are doing today, and an opportunity to get some questions answered by a group of people that are going through literally the exact same thing that you are, which which is the CP fam. I think it's kind of one of the core foundational pieces. So have an awesome Saturday, everybody. If you guys need anything, let us all know, and we'll talk to everybody soon. See you guys.
Have a good day, everybody. Bye.
Good luck.